Welcome back, everybody, to Grand Tactician, the Civil War. I'm Grumpy Grandpa Gaming, and this is episode 49 of our Confederate Summer 61 campaign in version 1.10 using the A.O.M mod. Now, after last episode, we definitely moved well into the end game as we are seeing the collapse of federal forces for the most part, as they are now hemorrhaging troops. They did get a few more men back into the field, but it looks like after every victory we have now, they are losing a ton of men to desertion. So we're just going to keep pushing them. So after the battles of Iowa City and Decatur, I have given orders for the Corps of Arkansas to move fully into Decatur itself so they can rest up and get the readiness back up to green. And it looks like the 2nd Corps is retreating towards Peoria, where the Army of Tennessee headquarters is still at, but they have no troops available to them. So I've given orders for the Corps of Missouri to move by rail up to Peoria to intercept the 2nd Corps. And up here at Iowa City, Corps of Western Tennessee now has orders to move into Dubuque, or somebody tell me how that is pronounced, please. I might be right, I might be wrong with the way I pronounce it, but Corps of Western Tennessee is on its way here. Once they finish flipping Dubuque, they are going to once again re-engage the 3 corps that are retreating away from it and hopefully finish them off. So, quite honestly, if these were any of my corps, they would have disintegrated already. But we're going to keep chasing them down, hopefully keep forcing them back west. And after you get rid of that corps, there is another army up here, Army of Minnesota, with 21,000 men. And 1 corps. So we're going to have to go intercept that army also. Army of Wisconsin is moving towards Chicago, but it's only got 90 men in it, so I'm not worried about it. I can actually chase that away with one of my army headquarters in their lifeguard cavalry. Over here at Covington, Corps of Eastern Tennessee is still getting its readiness back up. I haven't hit play yet, so it's not going to tell me how many days. But he should be good to go about a week or so, and I'll have them moving up towards Wheeling in Western Virginia to hopefully intercept the Army of New England. And Army of the Tennessee is at 17,000 going back up to 21,000, so they've gotten plenty of rest, so I may need to shift the Corps to Kanawha to go intercept them. But my plans for Jackson's command as of right now is to push east back into eastern Virginia and push these corps out of the valley. They're essentially trapped and without supply at this point. So I just need to push them out. And over here in Virginia, Maryland front, I am ordering the Corps of Shenandoah to move forward towards Baltimore and engage these corps that are lining up along the rail line here. And I'm less letting the Corps of Florida sit where it is for now while it flips Annapolis. So I think I'll be done. That Corps' usefulness will actually be at an end at this point. So I don't have any more forts for him to go after. And we got the Lincoln Gift Squadron is back on station, covering from New Bedford down to Absecon. We did capture 1 more ship that I will be adding into it in a few more days once it gets percentages back up. And with the Raider Squadron, has 1 ship is shown as disabled, so once that's repaired, that's going to be the Bon Secours Bay. Hopefully it'll be done in a day or 2. I'm going to send them back out again and hopefully finally get rid of the 2nd Gulf Blockading Squadron and finally have the Gulf clear, hopefully. That's my hope. We'll see if it happens. So, that should cover everything. And I'll be back once something happens. So it's 1900 on May 20th, having moved the game full day. Corps of Shenandoah has arrived in Baltimore, and the Department of Washington, which was sitting on it, has immediately retreated off. So my plan for right now is to, once we flip Baltimore, which should only take a day or 2, is continue pushing the Corps of Shenandoah north. I might break them off into a separate command as they will now be too far away from the Army North. They are now too far away from the Army Northern Virginia to really be in their command radius anymore. Actually, nope. I'm going to order Corps Potomac out of the valley and up into Frederick. That's what I'm going to do. And I'll start pushing Jackson's army to the valley. And we'll begin operations to remove the corps that are here. Let me send Jackson up north. So that looks like where that next combat will be. And Fort McHenry's repaired. And that's Crescendo arriving in Baltimore. Alright, looks like we'll have flipped in another day. Now get those moves moving again. Moves moving again, geez. Get those troops moving again. So, I'll be back once something else happens. So it's 0600 on May 24th. And I'm just bringing you guys in for an update because we have had a lot of movement. We are now in control of Baltimore. We're now in control of Frederick. And the Corps of Rappahannock is on its way to Cumberland. So the Army of Northern Virginia in its entirety is now north of the Potomac and in Maryland. Back further west, we brought the Corps of the Arkansas. It's still refitting after its last combat. And the Corps of Missouri is now flipping Peoria. Once they've completed this, I will move them on to re-engage the Army of Missouri. And it looks like the Army of Wisconsin is coming south, but that's only 90 men. Corps of Western Tennessee has now taken Dubuque. I'm going to let them sit a few days, get their readiness back up. Then I'll have them move to re-engage these three corps over here. And Jackson's command, which I failed to mention earlier, is pulling further south, trying to avoid the Army of Iowa at the moment. I need to get them into a position, hopefully inside of Missouri, where they can start drawing troops in and get his strength back up. I may have to move him further south towards the Indian territories, because he's mostly Native and Texas troops in his corps, so I probably have to get him further south to get his numbers up. So now we're going to continue ordering the Corps of Potomac forward. Corps of Potomac, Corps of Shenandoah forward, and hopefully engage these corps. And they don't pull off again. But we'll see. So I'll be back either with another map update or with the battle. We'll see. So it's 1300 on May 24th. Moved the game about half a day forward. And the Corps of Shenandoah is now in contact with the several federal corps that were north of its position. So it is Lee against McDowell, and he is bringing to the field Army of Potomac with one corps of 8,100 men, the West Virginia force with 2,300 men, the Army of Shenandoah with 5,400, and an unknown. Let's see if we can spot it. I don't see it here. Shenandoah, West Virginia force, 1st Corps Army of Potomac. So there's another corps here I can't see. Probably pulling in something that's over in Delaware, because they are 22 hours away. So, and we are going to have 60,000 men on the field off the bat within one day. But we're not going to need all those troops, just a one corps. The Corps of Shenandoah is 29,490 men, so we have a 10,000 man advantage going into this fight. And one of their corps is 22 hours away, which means they're only going to have 15,000, 16,000 men on the field. So we'll take this one, and I'll be back after the load screen. Welcome to the Battle of the Susquehanna River. Now, just brought up the officers here so we can see what we're facing real fast. And we're going against Duel, we already do, but Colonel Boosie in charge of the West Virginia force, Buell in charge of the Army of Shenandoah, and the unknown unit was the Army of James under R. Allen. That is 21 hours away, and the other two corps are 1 hour away each. And they do have 2 entry points, so I don't know where they're going to be coming in from. But we are on the DC map. So, not much I can really do as far as road networks go. But I do plan on approaching this from the south. I can cross the river up here and use these tracks come across over here. I'm not really sure about that direction. Actually, you know what? That is what I'm going to do. Use this track here. Come up to Milcal's Ford Road. Cross over here at the ford. And come at him from the west. If I come in from this direction, if the other two corps, even though they're not large forces, could be waiting for me to hit in the flank. I'm not a fan of that idea. So, yeah, I'll set my corps up to come marching around this way. So, I will be back once we have contact with the Federals. So it's 1353, day 1, and we've already run into the Federals, and they are somewhere totally unexpected. Yeah, 1 battery here, and I did sight some units in the wood here, so they are nowhere near the post office, or that Oak Grove over here. I actually could have marched right down the road and taken the objective, but the Federals are here. We're going to have to fight across the river to go get them, or lose a whole day trying to move around them. Well, their morale does not look good. Need to bring up the artillery division next. Bring up the guns and start hammering away at these guys. Because nobody in those entrenchments. If they built entrenchments but nobody in them, I need to seize those before they fill them in. I swear the cavalry's moving slower than the infantry. So, I'll be back once I have a battle plan sorted out here. Alrighty, it's 1758. I finally got the artillery division in place and returning fire on their batteries. But they're entrenched here. I did send a cavalry brigade forward before. As you see here, they do have soldiers in the entrenchments. So I'm not attacking today, and I'm not attacking across this ford. I'm going to set my army up overnight to push across this ford here. Probably not my best option, but I can put my perked up sharpshooters there, which all these brigades really are, so you clear out anything here and push another division across, hopefully fairly easily. Maybe we can break this battery today. Maybe we can get a deployment zone across the river and push them out of the entrenchments. That'd be even better. So, my batteries did take quite a few losses. I'm at 50 losses now for the batteries because their guns were firing at me, and even though they're out in the open, I couldn't see them, so my batteries were not firing at them. Now we are, so losses are a little high with the artillery. Yeah, this 1 battery took 26 casualties. 18. Got 7 men and 1 gun, damn. 2 guns. 4 guns, 3 guns, 6 guns. That's the biggest battery. Yeah, 1 battery's ready to go. So, like I said, there's going to be nothing today. So I'll get my army set up with the redeployment for a dawn assault across. So I'll be back with day 2. Alright, we have moved into day 2, and I managed to get a deployment zone across the river here, which I am taking full advantage of. We've got more of it over there. So, Cavalry Division. Now I'm being a little gamey, but I'm going to use every advantage I can get across this river here. So I have set up the 1st and 2nd Georgia Divisions and the British Exiles Division to attack here. So 2nd Georgia's already crossed the river. I'm going to have them start sweeping this way towards the fence. I'm going to have the British Exiles remain in place and have the 1st Georgia Division sweep up this way and hopefully form an L shape here, because I know they have a lot of units back in this area. So there might be something here. I'm not too sure if there is or not. So that's my plan, and I'm going to send the Cavalry Division. Oh, there's troops back at Oak Grove now. Okay, Cavalry Division is not going there. Alright, we'll just handle the forces in front of us, and we'll take those on if we have to. So hit play and get things going. And it looks like they redeployed. Works for me. That works for me. Start pushing up here. Get this high ground captured. And this battery broke yesterday. I got 2 men in that battery right now. So my batteries did take a pounding. All right, looks like it's going to be a few more hours before I have my troops across and in position. So I'll be back. All right, so the Federals are set up. Another strong position on the far side of the stream here, but that's not going to stop me. I'm not going to bother attacking this. So what I'm going to do is leave the British Exiles Division with their 1 battery here in case they decide to push out of their trenches. And I'm going to start pushing up to the Oak Grove Post Office. I'm just going to move to the left and use these open fields over here to push up in that direction. And if they decide to pull out and move in that direction, the British Exiles Division can chase and engage them. So I'll be back while I make these moves happen. So oddly enough, the Federals just started pushing forward of their entrenchments for some reason. So I'm going to try and engage these few brigades that are out here. What I think forced this move is that my other 3 corps arrived on the field, Bragg, Bonham, and Ewell. So they are on their way to this location over here. So I guess the AI saw we put those moves and decided to pull this corps out of position. See if we can't bag some of these boys. Cavalry Brigade only had like 100 men. They should disintegrate after 1 volley. So some Federals up here, so you can't grab them with the cavalry. I think there was a lone battery up in that area. Come on, go shoot them. How's this cavalry battalion still standing? Another one of my batteries broke. The hell are you guys doing? Get in there and shoot. If they're gonna feed it piecemeal, we can just sit here and shoot at them all day. Change of plans. Looks like it'll be the British exiles. I'm pushing off to the left now. This battle's just gotten odd. Bragg's got his men moving at a good clip. Quarter Rappahannock's on the move. It's going to take a while for these guys to get on this road and get out of there. We have Federals coming to us from that direction. But there is a lone battery there. So let's go snatch those guys up. So it looks like this other corps wants to come down on our flank and attack us. So we get a lot of troops on the move here. crap. Oh, come on. They're right on top of them. They can't see them. Literally right on top of them. Go get them. Getting ridiculous trying to chase this battery down. There we go. Finally. Exiles, I'm going to need you set up. There. Well, green jackets, put you right there. First these Surreys, put you to their right. Battery back there. Put the battery right up there. You tell me they can't shoot that battery. Are you kidding me? Oh, they're shooting at it. All right. It's just the icon looks a little messed up. I'm down to 2 batteries. That's not good. These guys are out here by themselves. Go get them. And they're coming around behind me. Nice easy pickings for these boys. Why are you shooting when you're supposed to be charging these guys? The hell? That's glitched out. we have a huge numbers advantage. They just got units all over the damn place. Now, where'd that infantry brigade go? That was right in front of them. How the hell are they still on top of this battery? There we go. Oh, what BS. Computer's cheating now. Yeah, guys, right in front of them they can't see. We haven't seen this in a few episodes. This is pissing me off. We haven't seen the disappearing units in a few episodes, and now it's rearing its ugly head again. Haven't gotten their orders. Engineers, get up here. This battle's just gone to crap. Bragg's force. troops marching back here, but I think those might be broken units. Get up here. Alright, Chatham County, double time, get in position. Start putting fire into their flank. These guys taking fire from how many sources on their flank, and they're just still standing there. Ugh. Guys are right outside of canister range. These guys are taking forever to get in position. Batteries are decimated. 42 losses. This was my biggest battery. Commander's wounded. There was that brigade. Here's that damn battery. Push across here and get in the entrenchments. Start turning them out of these ones up here. Be honest, Bragg's men move fast. If you're not going to follow orders, get the hell out of the damn way. There we go. Alright. Push it to the trenches. Guys over here, see if there's any batteries you can snatch up. Good, Bragg's almost in position. Losses are ugly for us. They're not advancing, so I should take advantage of that. Jackets forward with those Witworks in there, see if we can't lay out some damage. broken. Guys over here. Where is Yule? Oh, he's still strung all the way up back there. Alright, Green Jackets, get to work. Militia is reformed. You guys march straight into their backs. Alright, Chatham County, push on to them from the rear. Just gotta keep turning their backs. Facing these skirmishers. Figured they would have chased them away already with these damn Whitworths. Perks broke, kind of saw that coming. His morale was shot off the start. Chapman's coming up to handle those boys. In range, keep him in range. Can't bag this brigade. Surrender. Yes, they did. That's only 500 men, though, but hey, I'll take it. So that's one core broken. I want to bring Yule's core up to finish this job off, but he has taken forever to get up. I saw if those skirmishers good. These guys west, it seems like it. Start pushing through the wood. Surrey's up. I'm just sending out the green jackets because I got these long-range rifles and I want to use them. Hopefully they can lay out some damage without taking any return fire. That first volley did 25 casualties. Good. So as I break these brigades over here, it looks like we'll go to a second day because I want this corps to rest. I love how all these generals just rode through my lines and we're not capturing them. Looks like they're causing about 25 casualties per volley. See if that holds true after the next volley. Almost. 15 on that volley. And you're just standing there taking it. Wonder if I can draw these guys out to fight, but it doesn't look like they want to. Look at those bodies fall. You guys in position? Almost. There we go. they're going to walk into the carbines also. Bragg, we're just going to set you up on the road. No. Let's click on Bragg. So you guys ride up on the road to block anybody that comes this way. You know, they got this nice long range, but they're not dealing out casualties the way I thought they really would. Probably just because they fire so slow. Steward out this direction now. You have the major victory. I'm at 21% casualties. I wonder if they're going to start withdrawing soon. Doesn't look like they want to withdraw, even though there's no way for them to win this now. And this fight is really bloody. I'm at almost 3,000 casualties. I forget which battle I said was my worst one, but this seems to have taken the cake as worst battle I've fought so far. It really has been out of my control. These guys are almost 50% casualties, and they're still not showing any signs of breaking. These guys have 45 men, and they're just standing there. Ugh. There we go, break this brigade. Keep pushing the flank then. Everybody push in. Good, turn your flank. Excellent. Move up, move up. There they go. Now they're getting ready to break. You have them at 24% casualties, and they're still standing here. The AI just does not want to give. Their morale's at 25 and they are still not going anywhere. Alright, start falling back. I think they had better of the exchange over here, but they just can't stand there with 2 brigades firing at them. There we go, finally broke that brigade. Hit that artillery now. You guys fire? There we go. Alright, Southern Highlanders, your turn. All those fireworks, and these guys just stand there like chads. Oh, that's not even a battery, that's a detachment. Okay. Oh, that's one of the batteries with the cavalry. That's right. Looks like they might be withdrawing now. Finally. Taking a little longer than I expected. Been a little harder than I expected. Radford's low on ammo. Who's Radford? It's probably cavalry. Yep. Finally withdrawn. Just keep up the pressure. Let's kill some more of them. Ugh, not liking these numbers. You'll ever make it to the road. He's still not there. Too many troops on one road. It's just, it can't be helped. Now let's speed this up a bit now. This battle's over. That's it, finally. Let's do a hard save here. Alright, that was ugly. I will say that. That was damn ugly, especially for me. Now, right off the start of the battle, we saw the return of those disappearing units, so my batteries got decimated. So I lost most of the guns in the core of the Shenandoah. We had 72 guns on the field because of the Corps of Florida and all their batteries for siege work, but we took a massive loss in artillery arm. And quite a few casualties in the cavalry too, but I actually didn't use them in this fight. So we lost 2,617 of our 60,558 infantry, 685 of our 5,600 cavalry, 14 of our 72 guns for a total loss of 3,460 of our 67,218 men. Federals lost 4,100 of their 19,000 infantry, 150 of their 250 cavalry, 60 to 65 guns for a total loss of 4,800 of their 20,000. So our losses should have never been this high, but that was just... I was never able to effectively control the fight. And that's on me. And I was really surprised when the AI was actually set up on the approach path I had chosen. So I was not expecting them to be there. They were very, very far forward of the defense point and defending a crossing that most people would have never chosen to use. So I think most people would agree with me and say would have gone up the center road, but that's where I thought the defenses would be. So I went off on that flank, and that's exactly where that corps was, in the least expected position. Now let's go over to paperwork. All right. Oh, that's Corps of Florida. I don't want that. These Lifeguard Brigade did 51 infantry casualties. 1st Virginia Engineers, 2 casualties. 1st Infantry Division, which has the Irish Brigade, the Georgia Infantry Regiment, and Jackson's Brigade. Irish Brigade did 377 casualties to infantry, 3 to artillery for a total of 391. I don't know where they get 391 from. Should be 380. These numbers never always match up. It's kind of weird. The Georgia Infantry Regiment did 155 to infantry, 4 to artillery for a total of 160. H.R. Jackson's Brigade did 310 to infantry and 7 to artillery. 310 plus 7, that's 317, not 348, but division total of 899. 2nd Georgia Division. Oh, that was the 2nd Georgia Division. I wanted the 1st Infantry. There we go. And of course, this is all messed up. So it's Elzey's Brigade, the Stonewall Brigade, and the New Zealand Expeditionary Force. So the New Zealand Expeditionary Force should be that 3rd line. So Elzey's Brigade did 199 to infantry. Stonewall Brigade did 300 to infantry and 33 to artillery. New Zealanders, they dealt out 599 to infantry. They might be the highest damage dealer for this battle. British Exiles. First East Surreys did 267 to infantry. Southern Highlanders, 121 to infantry, 72 to artillery. Royal Green Jackets did 429 to infantry and 25 to artillery. And 4th Royal Field Artillery did 32 to infantry, 19 to cavalry, and 10 to artillery. Division total 975. Cavalry Division. 1st Virginia did 11 infantry, 11 to cavalry, 20 to artillery, and 5 prisoners taken. 2nd Virginia did 294 to infantry, 44 to cavalry, 7 to artillery. Chesterfield Light Dragoons did 3 to infantry and 31 to artillery, and took 256 prisoners. That's pretty good. 1st Georgia Division, Chatham County Rifles. Thought they did better than this because I had them in the fight for a fair bit of it. Did 75 infantry and 26 to artillery. I really thought they did more than that. Benning's Georgia Brigade did 225 to infantry, 69 to cavalry, 4 to artillery, for a total of 298. Statesboro Blues Devils, 41 to infantry, 24 taken prisoner, and 28 casualties to artillery, for a total of 94. I'm looking at the detachment. Division total of 497. I really thought they did more than that. And the Artillery Division, which got hammered. Absolutely hammered. I'm going to have to take a look at the losses for these guys. So, let's see. They did combined total of 90 casualties throughout the whole battle, but, yeah. Look at these losses. I have 63 of my artillerymen killed, 73 wounded, 17 have gone missing, for a total loss of 153 men, leaving 113 left in the batteries. They got hammered. And that was all, at the first day when their batteries, which were sitting in an open field on a hillside, I could not spot. And they just hammered away at my batteries while I was trying to get sighting on them. All right, let's close out of here. Like I said, I know I sound like a broken record. That battle could have and should have gone so much better than it did, but you can't have them all. You can't have a perfect battle or a perfect in your head every time you fight. And I think the game's at the point where the AI is trying to cheat a little bit in order to stay in the field. Some of those brigades were taking casualties they shouldn't have been taking and standing there and fighting. But it is another major victory, so I will take that. And Brigadier General Jackson, H.R. Jackson, not Stonewall, is now a national hero. Yeah, his brigade did stand there and take a lot of fire. Glorious victory at Battle at Susquehanna River. Alright, the enemies reportedly suffered total casualties of 4,799 men. There are 487 killed and 1,819 captured. Our casualties total 3,460 men with 727 killed. Holy. That's the highest number killed we've ever had. And the lowest number of wounded. That is... It is what it is. So, captured 2,900 rifles, which I do need, and 26 guns from the battlefield, and sent 1,871 men off to Andersonville and Camp Chase. And that power slider has moved heavily in our direction now. I think that was halfway through projects. Now it's in between projects and buildings and production. Definitely almost done with this campaign. Let's get this rolled off. That rolled off fast. I think that rolled off faster than it should have. Alright. We'll let the Corps of Shenandoah sit for a few days, get their readiness back up. That Corps of Kanawha's in position. Yep, Jackson's Army Command is in position. Alright, so there is an army down here in this region. I'm surprised they let me capture the supply depot. Hopefully that helped fill up my supplies a little bit. So there's an army down here somewhere. So Corps of Kanawha, I'm ordering up into the top of the valley to retake Stanton. And hopefully we can push whatever federal corps are here up towards Corps of Monongahela. Alrighty, let's do a quick map overview and then we'll close this out. So we've taken Dubuque. We have Army of Minnesota coming south at us, but I'm going to head over here to Cedar Falls and see if we can't re-engage those three corps. I don't know if they're still there or not, but we'll attempt to re-engage them. Corps of Missouri is in position at Flip Peoria, so I'm going to send them over here to Bloomington, re-engage these corps. Arkansas is still recovering. 40 engineers on their way to build some more telegraph lines. Corps of Eastern Tennessee is still recovering. Be a few more days for them. It says 26 days for full readiness. I hope they'll be ready before that. Jackson's men are on the move in the valley. And we are all over Maryland at this point. I have to reissue Corps Rappahannock's movement orders. How are we looking with the Raider Squadron? Still shows one ship disabled. And they have no ammunition, so I can't even send them out. 95%, so it shouldn't be hard. 5 more days, I'll wait. And hopefully we'll get some ammunition in that time, too. Alrighty, I think we will close this out here. So if you're a new viewer, returning viewer, if not yet subscribed, please think about hitting that subscribe button. If you do, remember hit that bell icon so that when the next video comes out. Once again, I am not recruiting any more units for this playthrough. This campaign is closing. Thought it would have been up this episode, but it might be either episode 49 or 50 will probably be the last one. So I thought this victory would shut down the campaign. Because their national morale is now below 20. So, like I said, no more recruitment for this campaign. I will be, keep an eye out for it. In order to start getting set up for the next campaign, I will be putting up a community post. Probably 6 or so hours after this video releases, asking for unit requests, and if you want to have an avatar officer created for your unit, I have to do that before the campaign starts. So if you want an avatar officer, you have to let me know on the community post. And besides that, keep the comments coming as always, and I will see you all at the next episode. Stay grumpy.